Hi. Hi, everybody. It's another Sunday. Where do the week where does the week go? I don't know. Hi, Gail. Great to see you. There I am. I'm in two places at once. Actually, I'm in three places because I am here and I'm on my computer and I'm on my iPad. It's like magic. So I hope you've had a good week. I was just thinking to myself, I can't believe another Sunday has rolled by. I don't know where the time goes. It just, hi, Marty. Good to see you. It's great. I'm glad that you're here. I hope your weather's okay. I know that Southern California, who would think it? Apparently, it doesn't happen very often, but they have a hurricane named Hillary. And I guess it's hitting the southern part of California. I didn't get the update on it. I was looking at oh, I haven't seen it. I know I haven't seen the Lego movie. Was it good? I'll have to check it out. No, I haven't. I will definitely have to check it out. Yeah, apparently it's very rare for usually when things like that form, they usually get broken up. I mean, I know for a kid. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. I saw you early this morning over at Miriam's and watched her for a while. So I enjoyed, watching her jelly plate. I know you said something about you wanted to jelly plate, and I know that you're incredibly busy. I know you probably have no time to fit that in. It was good for a kids movie. Sometimes those kids movies, some of them are really good because they're written on multiple layers. There's adult humor that's kind of embedded completely goes over the kids' heads, and then it's just for the kids. Yeah, crazy. But it's they're so you think about it, they're already up to the H's, and if it's Hillary now, the Pacific hurricanes and the Atlantic hurricanes, they both start at A, and we're up to. I saw a tropical storm Emily, I think, for the Atlantic. Um, okay. Hi, Janice. I will. I'll watch it to the end. Um, I watched a really good movie last night, and it's an older movie. It's not old. Hi, Dana. It was the recent. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. It was yeah. There's a whole bunch brewing in the Atlantic. They're like kind of lined up, ready to land. There's three, and then there's some mess in the Gulf that's brewing. Um, right now, I don't think they're. I think they're just numbers right now. I have the hurricane uh, app loaded on my iPad, and it. So I think it's the season's June 30th to November 30th technically, but nature doesn't really have a calendar to follow. It does whatever it pleases. But the movie I watched last night, it was Top Gun Maverick, um, and I hadn't seen that before, and yeah, I was literally, hi, Barbara. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to watch while I take the cat out for a walk. You're in Northern California, so your Hillary's not going to impact you. Um, I did not. I wish I had seen it in the theater. Oh my God. I was literally on the edge of my seat watching it on my iPad. I mean, I was moving back and forth they were testing, practicing for that run. And it was amazing. Just the photography alone. And of course, I got all choked up in the end and everything. Now, let's face it, the probability of him crashing, surviving, and then the other guy, the son, crashing and surviving, and them finding one another, and then absconding with an old F-14 jet, and then getting back to their carrier was pretty far-fetched. But I bet you it must have been unbelievable on a big screen. It's going to bring rain inland. We need it, but really, oh, okay. That's a good, the whole state's in Twitter with emergency excitement. Well, hopefully, I guess they knocked it down to a Cat 2. So hopefully, it won't be too bad. You don't want a lot of rain and flooding and mudslides and all of that other stuff that you have in California. But yeah, I was blown away. I really was. Yes, Diane from Australia. Yes, good day. So it was really good. It was incredible. Again, that's definitely a movie for the big screen. But I was pretty, into it on my little iPad last night. I was out on the porch, and I could have come into the living room and watched it on my TV, but I don't know, I was watching it on my iPad. What can I tell you? But I was really impressed. Yeah, not a hurricane anymore? Okay. Okay. All righty. So it's down to a tropical storm. Well, that's good. Hi, Stacy. Good afternoon to you. I'm so glad you can be here. So I'm going to read, and it's a little political, but it's not, anyway, it's not, it's mild. And I've hesitated, and I don't know why. It's my channel. I can read anything I want, right? So it's called Term Limits. And again, if you're new here, my name is Ann Lahr, and I am streaming live from Melbourne, Florida, not Melbourne, Australia. And I'm reading All I Really Need to Know I Learned in Kindergarten by Robert Fulghum. Fulghum, yeah, okay. And I've been reading through this for quite some time. So, term limits. Notice your citizenship has expired. What? Yes, term limits for citizens. Why not? This term limits thing is still a good idea if it is true that elected officials get corrupted if they stay in office too long. Maybe it's the same for us who hold the political office of citizen. Let's at least set tough standards for all incumbents, citizens included. Suppose that every 12 years our terms expired. Before we could requalify as citizens, our records in office would be judged. Remember, most of us got something for nothing the first time just by showing up here at birth. Now we have to qualify. It's put up or shut up. Let's use the same standards already set for any alien who wishes to become a citizen of the United States. As I write, in early 2003, the standards are being rewritten and raised. But in a nutshell, here are the basic qualifications. First, you have to demonstrate competency in reading, writing, speaking, and understanding the English language. Already a bunch of us are in trouble, aren't we? The government also wants a recent photograph. Most of my friends are old, ugly, and irritable. If looks count, they're out. I pause here, realizing I'm being both literal and sarcastic. I trust that you can tell the difference. But having recently worked through the citizenship process with my by marriage relative, I can tell you that many of the most disconcerting questions are taken from actual government documents. You have to pass a physical exam. No TB, HIV, STD, or mental illness. And all this qualifying costs money: application fees and lawyer fees and doctor fees and notary fees. Providing financial support is essential. Somebody must be able to support you. The government wants to be able to see somebody's bank account for non payment of obligations. True, it seems like we no longer fling wide open doors to the tired, the poor, or the huddled masses. Next, there are some additional eligibility factors. Ever been a communist, a Nazi, a terrorist, persecuted anyone because of race, religion, national origin, or political opinion? Ever failed to pay your taxes? Been a habitual drunkard? Advocated or participated in illegal gambling? Gambling? Got a criminal record? If you answer yes to any of these questions, we don't want you. It's true. Next, you must appear in person at the office of the INS and take written and oral tests to demonstrate your working knowledge of the history, principles, and form of government of the United States. I haven't taken the actual test, but here's the flavor of what might be asked. Explain capitalism. Distinguish between the Democrats and the Republicans. Define liberal. Define conservative. Did Betsy Ross really make the first flag? Who coined the slogan, America, love it or leave it? What rights are in the Bill of Rights? Whose rights are they? Is there a Bill of Responsibilities? Add questions about current world affairs, local and state issues, and economics. Name those who represent you in local and state government. Bad news. Most of us wouldn't pass without 6 more weeks in high school in a six. I'm sorry. Most of us wouldn't pass without 6 more weeks in a high school civics class. Finally, we're required to take an oath of allegiance in court. We must declare that we will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, fight if called on to fight, and work for the common good. Everybody, not just those who volunteer for military service. What? I thought citizens in a democracy did or didn't do what they damned well pleased. It's a free country, right? Wrong. About half the Americans I know wouldn't qualify for citizenship. Besides not getting passing scores on the exam, some haven't participated in elections for a long time except to bark and bleed and moan a little louder just before the second Tuesday in November every year. As for taking oaths, however, most of the people I know would swear to Almighty God that the problem with this country is all those lazy, stupid, double talking chowderheads who are running the government. It's all the rage. Term limits? Damn right. Throw the rascals out. But are we any better than the rascals we throw in? I say, let's find out. I say tough standards for all elected and non elected officials of government. Suppose that every 12 years we lose our perks and privileges of office. We reapply, submit our record as citizens, get examined, tested, and checked out for competency, and pay our fees. If we pass, we get a citizen's license stamped with a big red letter saying, use it or lose it. That's only for crafters, I thought. Aha. If we flunk, we'll be given mercy and sent back for retraining in history, law, and civic responsibility. We'll be allowed 2 more chances to pass muster. However, recall our latest standards: 3 strikes and you're out. So, wow. What did you? That's a good one. That's pretty potent. Potent. Ha ha. There's an idea. I know. I know. Hi, Nettie and Angie. How you doing, Angie? You had pretty good news last Thursday, so that's good. Marty, not at the Mexican restaurant. Okay, all righty. I tell you, he wrote this. Actually, the citizenship test is even harder. I mean, I taught government to seniors, which was not fun. But this rewrite was in 2003. Yeah, it's pretty hard to pass. I mean, I've given, parts of the test to my students, and it's not easy. So, yeah, Angie's here and Nettie, and that's all good. And Owen's back to school. Nettie's grandson Owen is the cutest little guy you'd ever want to see, and he was all decked out and with a big smile, ready for school. I talked to my son this afternoon, and both grandsons managed to get through the first day of school without any catastrophes. Um, my youngest one um, made up with his friend who they had a big fight at the end of the school year and had a big falling out, and they became friends again the first day of school, which is great because it'll make it much, and they're in the same class, so that's a really good thing. And my oldest grandson, who just entered 7th grade now, he is too cool to wear his glasses, so that's going to be an issue. um, he he just doesn't want to wear them, and I don't know how bad his eyesight is. And my son's saying, okay, if you're not going to wear them, then you can pay me for them. So I don't know how this is all going to play out. And I even said to him, I said, well, if I offered to buy you a different pair of glasses, and he's sitting there shaking his head, no, no. And he's taken up playing the trombone. And I ask him every Sunday, how's the trombone going? And my son says to him, and how much did you practice this week? And he kind of has a goofy look on his face. So he's playing the trombone, but he's not practicing. And so I don't know how that's going to play out. And hockey, he plays hockey, starts in 2 weeks. So I think the trombone is going to take a back seat. Okay, your grandsons go back this Tuesday. Okay. All righty. I don't know. Does anybody go back after Labor Day like in the good old days? I don't think everyone's back in August. They're out earlier. So we'll see. Yeah, Angie had some really good news. All righty. So I have a whole bunch of things that I have kind of planned. Oh, that's good. That is wonderful. And she has a turtle. And well, it doesn't get any better than that. He loves his teacher. That makes it so much better for the parent. I used to hold my breath, waiting for my kids to get home that first day just to see, how the teacher thing went, because nothing's worse when a kid comes home and says, I don't like my teacher. And it's like day one. And it's going to be a long year. Okay. You have to go? All right, Angie. Well, maybe we'll see you later. So you just hope. Have 4 terms, no big summer break here. Christmas is in the summer, and that's the longest break. So you go year round. Yeah. I think personally, year round is a much better for the students. And a lot of people think that you're in school more, but you're not in school any more than if you go by the way we go. Our school calendar is based on the fact that we're all farmers. It's an agricultural calendar, and none of us are farmers. And I just think about math. You have 10 weeks of the summer break here in the United States is 10 weeks. And you've had 10 weeks of no math. And when you go back to school, the math teacher has to spend almost the first quarter reviewing and getting you up to snuff of what you've forgotten over the summer. And then you start with the new stuff. It's very outdated. And I think federal law is the kids have to have their little behinds in a desk for 185 days a year. And they don't care how you do it. It just has to be 185 days. And yeah, thumbs up would be great. And I'm assuming everyone has subscribed to my channel, but if you haven't, that would be great also. All right. So this is, I'll share with you some of the art I did this week. I think I showed some of this on Wednesday. Got a bit of a glare. Let's see if I can get rid of it. And But I was following a guy by Toby, and he does loose sketching, and it's very loose. It's almost wobbly, and he holds the pen way at the back, and he does lots of splatters. Just my kind of guy. So he had a free course, and I think I probably have showed you these from last week, but these are some of the ones that these are Toby watercolors, very loose, and that was just sketching. And this was, you put the watercolor down first and then you fill in with ink. And this was just, again, very loose, very scribbly. Let's see. Here's another one. My perspective is off here. And another one. These, I mean, they don't take very long. Here's one. This is a building, but I like his colors and the way that, okay. All right. I just like the splatters. I love the splatter. And I really have trouble with splatters. And this was another kind of beach scene with kind of some hash marks here. And let's see. And this one, oh my God, look at the steeple. It's slightly out of proportion. Oops. And then I bought the color box. Okay, Marty. That's got the 500 cards that have the colors. This is different than Pantone. And I just pulled a card randomly, and it was card 444, and these were the colors. And it's nice because it gives you the breakdown. And then I just did a watercolor, and then I did some, I guess, Zen or doodling, and then I added some gold to it. And I bought one of these that Janet Young is using. These are the fine tip, like ink pen, watercolor, but they're kind of like Poscas. But when I used them, and in here, when they dried, some of them stayed white and some of them turned gray. And I don't know why that happened, I don't know why. So I'll have to go back and see if it dries and it stays white. But I doodled that, did that. That was another piece of art I did. And then there's another guy, Ian Finley, who had a free urban sketch class, and he just did one urban sketch, and I did that this morning. And that's just I did it with a fountain pen, and then some gray felt tips with various different shades of gray. Ian Finley is his name, and so I did that. So that's my okay, Diane. That's funny. She's got to go sort hubby out. Apparently, he can't find the rice in the freezer that's clearly labeled rice. What is it with men? They don't know how to move anything to look for something. And inevitably, it's behind something, but heaven forbid that you should move something to look behind something. So I was kidding. I was kind of talking about, wouldn't it be cool to do all 500 of these cards? That would be quite the, they have blinders on. Yes, I do believe it's some sort of blinder thing. Yeah. So I hope you don't mind. I'd like to just share what I've done art-wise during the week. I think it's fun. So I'll stick that there. All righty. Now, what else is new? Oh, the other thing I found amongst my stuff, look what I found. I found a Gilda Radner cutout doll book in my things. This was, oh, great. You finished your fodder book yesterday. Did you get your mother one done before the father one? 1979, Gilder Wax, and you can still buy it. Yeah, Amazon has it. It's not $2.95 anymore, but it's not outrageously expensive. And I made some copies, so I might play with her. And I printed this out on cardstock, and I printed this out on resume. But there's Rosanna Dana's outfit with the hair and the shoes. And then here she is when she plays that nerdy with Bill Murray. That's so funny, I forgot to laugh. But it has all of her, it's got most of her, isn't that lion card cool? The cards are really cool. All of the cards are really cool. So they have, it's pretty much all of her Saturday Night Live outfits. And you got the Nevermind. That's Emma. I never knew her name. Her name was Emily Latella. Let's see. And it's Judy. It's the Judy Miller Show. I don't remember that skit at all. Skit at all. They show you where to cut, and then you've got my favorite. They also have look at this. Well, that's the Blues Brothers, but where is it? And they got dressed up as a bee, and they've got Hello, I'm Baba Wawa. They've got remember when she used to do the Barbara Walter skit? So this is kind of fun. So I think I actually have a doll journal that I've been working on. I started it about 3 years ago, so I might continue. I mean, add to it and add Gilda to it. So I loved her. She was so great. And Gene Wilder, he wrote, I listened to a book by him, and about, Gilda, and such tragedy. So I found that amongst my things. I found another book that I shared with Barbara Clark, but I don't, it's kind of, I would say it's just a tad risque. The name of it's Titters, and it's comedy stuff, and the whole book's created by women. So, all right. The other thing, I thought I would do some Pantone cards. I haven't done these in a while. I've got quite a bit. Yeah, I loved her too. I've got quite a few of these done. And I'm not much of a drawer, but so I've been collaging on my Pantone cards. I can get that. I guess we're just gonna have a glare. I don't think I can do anything about that. I don't know if that's any better. That's it. I mean, that's a pretty bright yellow. Maybe it won't be so bad when it's 100 cards. Yes. You have it in you put it in your cart, right, Barbara? So I've got, look how many cards I've got done. And what I've done is, again, what I try to do is I go and I find magazine cutouts that have colors that match, as close as I can to the back of the Pantone cards. And so here I've, the turquoise. And you can see how this blue, matches the blue. So some of these are really simple. Some of them are just one picture. This blue kind of matches that blue. And a lot of times I might put something in that's maybe just a little bit funny. Like this hand doesn't belong in here, but it just kind of, it works for me. And this purple is a really good match. So that's what I've been doing. And some of them are really, really good matches, if I must say so myself. Like this kind of gray kind of matches her suitcase. And these are just pictures. Hi, Sophia. These are pictures that I've cut out a long time ago. I mean, ages ago. I don't even remember how long ago when I cut out these pictures. I mean, like and again, but the house matches the background. And there's this orange is on a piece of gray. I really like this one. I threw on a fake stamp. These are no longer in order. A little abstract. And here it's very subtle. This yellow here kind of matches this yellow here. And I love this. Now, so if you get the Pantone cards and you're going like, I can't draw, you don't have to draw. I mean, I love this one too. This orange here and the contrasts. So you can see I've got her pink and her dress matches. Maybe you can see that. Matches the background. This one I actually hand cut. Hi, Janet. I hand cut these geese out, and it was very, very difficult. How's your daughter doing, Janet? I hope she's coming along. And then this color is winter wheat. And I like this one too. Her pink of her complexion kind of matches this here. And this one, the yellow. And I just threw her in. Threw a stamp on. And Mona Lisa. And the red here. Again, these are fun. I highly recommend trying it. Now you can buy. Okay, all righty. But she's much better. That's good. Yeah. I have a nephew burnt himself really badly when he was a kid. It came out. And you see the purple in the watch matches this purple. And this orange. And this lady, I mean, she's got a little of this color in her dress. Thank you, Barbara. And these are just little bits and pieces that I had laying around. This top, this dome, and this horse kind of match this raw sienna. Now, I just added the golfer just to be silly. And I added these glasses. And so some of them have a number, as you can see. Some of them have a name. And this is rust. And look what a great match with this bird here. And here's another. You almost can't even see. This color is such a match that there's paper right here. You can barely see it. Such a great match. That's another one. And Janet Young, she's been painting on hers. She's been doing paintings, which are unbelievable. And she actually painted a pair of ballet slippers. And the red lips. And the pink of the plate. And the red of the car. And this one is just, I went through my postage stamps. The yellow. And I think this one's really cute too. The red and the little girl. So I like to add, if I can, I like to add maybe a little whimsical element. And this is the only one I painted, and it didn't come out really well, but this is a Wassily Kaczynski painting, and he was part of the Bauhaus movement. So I kind of painted that, and I actually painted it on tissue paper. And, when you glue tissue paper down, it becomes transparent, but it kind of got blurry over here. And again, look how, they match really well. And this is all. And then this one. So I've got quite a few done. And the 100, and, people ask me, what am I going to do with them? Well, I could mail them because they are postcards. There's the stamp. I think if I were to mail them, I would have to seal them. I've sent stuff through the mail in the past where I've glued stuff on and it's gone through the mail without any problem at all. But I don't know. It's $20 for 100, but you can buy 50. And I don't know what the 50 cost. I can't remember, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to do a couple of those, and I haven't really added any new pictures to my stash. I've been using this as my glue book, and it's a Bon Appetit magazine, and I'm just using that. So let's see. It looks like I maybe, Caribbean Sea. I love that. That is a beautiful blue. Woo. I like that. Okay, let's see what we can find. We can chat while I'm looking. This is kind of like a bit of a no-brainer. It's not a no-brainer, but it's not like cutting out, it's not like jelly plate printing. And I know a lot of people think that's a no-brainer too. I had an idea about jelly plate printing, and I should have written it down because now yes, that would be a good idea. Yeah, you could. Yeah. Because I think that would be cool to have 4 on a page and just put them and I would put them, that's a great idea. I think I would put them in a binder, like a 3-ring binder type of journal, because they are pretty heavy, but that would be kind of neat. And then you could, maybe just get the clear, and I know that you can get, you can actually get those plastic sleeves, big grid journal. Yeah. You can get those plastic sleeves that you can put pictures in. I know you can get them for baseball cards, but it would have to be bigger than that. But I bet you there'd be some way that I could, display them because having them in the box is not really. Ooh, let's see. We got that. Nope, that's not going to match. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I really should get this out of away until I'm ready to glue, because that's kind of, all righty. We're looking for some blues. Yeah. There's a little bit of blue in here. That might work. Let's see. I got quite a bit of blue in here. Let's see what else we got here. No. I love her, but she's not. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Almost. That's really not that far off. It's a possibility. I feel good. Let's see. Something like this. I don't know where I got that, but I've used this in several cards. I mean the type like other cards that fit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. Whoops. This has got some, but it's not this blue. It's just off. Just off. That. Nope. Ooh. This is the Caribbean. And there it is. It's right there. You see it? It's kind of in there a little bit. It kind of works just right there a little bit. I mean, I could get away with that. I would want to add something else to it, though. See, I wonder where I have a whole bunch of that stuff. I've got some pink of that. See, that's I like that. I mean, just as something in the background. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've cut out some really weird stuff. But I love. Ooh. Nope. So what's everyone else been up to this week? Ooh, look at that. Right there. Right there is close. Anybody watched anything good? I mean, I watched Top Gun and I was blown away. And Tom Cruise, really? Does anybody get to look that good? Yes, that's right. They do sell sleeves for postcards. That's right. That would be perfect. Yeah. I mean, no one should. I shouldn't, but I get upset when I see people. I mean, they look so good, and I think they have help. You know what I mean? To look that good, especially the women. When they say that so and so is 80 years old, and you go, "What? 80 friggin' years old?" That's just not. See, I like nope. All right, this has to be cut down if I'm to use that. I'm going to throw that in the back here. It's a little bit. Oh, look at this. I don't even know what that's to. It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like a piece of a Van Gogh painting. Oh, I think, you know what I think this is? This is a piece of Starry Night. Let's see. Oh, we got this watch. That's not bad. We're getting there. You know, all watches are set at 10 after 10. I didn't realize it until somebody told me, and I thought, no. And then every time I look at a watch ad, they're all set at 10 to 10, 10 after 10. Yeah, you look fabulous. I mean, Barbara, you look as is it, who used to say that? You look fabulous, darling. You do look fabulous, darling. You do, Barbara. You look unbelievable. I know. Yeah. Barbara is 80 young years old. And I mean 80 young years old. Well, I've come to the conclusion that it's all in your head. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. I think you got to keep busy, and you got to do stuff and, brain stuff, this kind of stuff, Scrabble. Uh, you are fabulous. Yeah. And humble too. You just got to, keep busy. And I think that's, oh, look at this. That's what happened to my mom. She just, almost that little bit of rim right there, but not quite. She just stopped, and I know, you get to a point. But she was 94 when she passed away. So she had a very, very good life. And she really was never really seriously ill. She just and I don't think they can write this anymore, but I happen to have, there's not something wrong with that sentence, but I had to look at her death certificate. And what the doctor had written down was, for cause of death was failure to thrive. And he also wrote down dementia. My mother did not have dementia. She knew what was going on. But failure to thrive, yeah. And I would go to work, and come home and talk about work a little bit. And you know what she said to me? She kept on saying to me, I want to be with Dad. I want to be with Dad. She died on my father's birthday. So I thought that was apropos, right? She had a good life. She stopped driving at oh gosh, isn't that great? That's the way I want to go that way exactly. My mom fell asleep, died in her sleep. Yep. My father had been dead since 2000. Yeah. And that's what brought me to Florida. And she stopped driving voluntarily, I think when she was 93. She said to me, I'm not going to drive anymore. And I said, okay, that's fine. No biggie. We can handle that. Because I know a lot of times children have trouble with, trying to get their parents not to drive. And she was very, very, she made that decision on her own. All right. I've got these blues and they're just close. Not quite on it. Except for this and this. These three are good. All right. And I'm not going to continue to look to find a perfect match. I think I'm going to go with those. Let me just go through a few more and see. This is really kind of it's like a dark turquoise, but Pantone is saying that it's Caribbean Sea. Again, I think it's really cool. Someone gets to name these colors, What a cool job. What do you do for a living? I name colors. Yeah, I think that's probably as good as, I can see some blue down here, but none of it's kind of that turquoisey. In these pictures, I just went through all of my cutout pictures and I just grabbed pictures that were kind of on the small side. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with those. Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's just okay. Let's get the glue stick out. I'm listening to. No, I don't. And how did they become the color police? I don't know. I mean, if you were to buy the complete set, it's like I don't know, $5,000. And I don't know how they became the color police, but I mean, I think there's over 5,000 colors in their collection, either numbered or named. And I don't know. I don't know how they became, and I don't know who came up with. I hadn't heard of them either. To be honest with you, I hadn't either. I wasn't really aware of them. And then I'm trying to think who was the first crafter that okay. I figured it had something to do with the printing industry. I know who would probably know the answer to that would be Janet Young, because she was kind of in the printing, business, and graphic design people would know. I like that. I think that's gonna yeah. Yeah. And then the color design, the color cue box. I think she went to. There's a website called Seed Designs. I think not Design Seeds. It's Seed Designs. I think, and they basically have all of the colors there too. Yeah, but I don't know when. And yeah, this is kind of fades into that. All right, and stop. Let's just glue. So anybody? Oh, you know what I did? I didn't realize, but if you have an iPhone, or an iPad, you can go to settings. You probably all know this. You can go to settings, and then you can click on your name, which is at the top. And then you'll scroll down and you'll see subscriptions. And it'll show you all your subscriptions. And you can cancel them from there. And I canceled Justin. I was talking to my son, my oldest son, that I play. We were playing World of Warcraft, and we kind of finished it. So we found another game to play called Neverwinter, which is free. World of Warcraft is $160 a year, and you renew every 6 months. And I said something to Dave when we were playing Saturday. I said, "Did you cancel your World of Warcraft subscription?" And he said, "Oh yeah." Well, I hadn't, because for a while there we tried to play like another hard to describe, another stream of it, and I went online and I canceled my subscription. It's a good thing. It renews on the 23rd, and I didn't realize it renewed on the 23rd. So I canceled that, and I canceled Apple TV because I was just interested in watching Ted Lasso, and that was over. So I canceled Apple TV, and I canceled something else. And the Apple TV and the something else I canceled it was like a savings of $12 a month. I mean, it's a little, but it all adds up. But you know what I added? I added Brit TV. So and I bought it. I bought the year. I didn't go monthly. I did the annual. So I now have Brit TV. I was a toss up between Brit TV and Acorn TV. And yes, freeing up money for more art supplies that I don't need. Absolutely. So I got Brit TV, and I'm looking forward to that. And apparently, you can watch Acorn TV or a good chunk of Acorn TV through on Netflix. And I have Netflix. I think those zebras need to be there. I think they need to be there. Yes. Yes, they have all the Vera episodes. Who used to be Mrs. Mrs. Bucket or Bouquet. Yes. I've seen some of those. Yeah, I'm excited. So I got Brit TV, canceled World of Warcraft, Apple TV, and there was one other thing I canceled now. I can't remember. But that's really easy. You just go and go to settings, click on your name at the top, and then go down to subscriptions, and they're all there. And you can just cancel. And then I got an email message from World of Warcraft people. If this wasn't you, don't touch anything. Don't click on anything if this wasn't you. Well, it was me, sorry. All right. So there you go. There's parts of it that kind of right there, it's like and I just like the zebras. So, all righty. I like that one. All righty. Let's see what's next on what other trouble can we get into? It's in its 20th season. Oh, wow. And that's after she did Keeping Up Appearances. But it's got all the old ones, too. Thanks, Kathy. It's got, I think it's the old one. Maybe it's the other one, Acorn TV. Are You Being Served? We were talking about the other day, Are You Being Served? And Mrs. Oh, God. I can just... The old lady with the purple hair has to go home and feed her pussy. Oh, my God. Slocum? No, Slocum is Slocum is the guy that owns the... is it Mrs. Slocum? Or is that the guy that owns the department store? I know there's a Slocum. Yes, I know there's a Slocum. Now, look at this color. Again, doesn't have a name. And it's like a... I wish I had saved this, because there's that right there. Could go on this. But I'm listening to a book called Homo Sapien. Yes, Mrs. Slocum. Okay. And it's about the history of Homo sapiens. And it's pretty interesting. It's heavy. It's not light listening. And the guy who wrote the book, I actually took a course of his online, and he's in Tel Aviv and teaches at the University of Tel Aviv, I think. And I remember it was a Coursera course. It was an online course. And he sat in a big overstuffed leather chair, and he'd come in and he'd come in and he'd sit down and he would start lecturing. And this book is by him, and I'm listening to it through Audible, and it's very interesting. About the Homo sapiens wiping out the Neanderthals, and then they may have coexisted for a while, and it's just all that really kind of archaeological kind of history stuff that I find pretty fascinating. And of course, he talks about how the Homo sapiens, wiped out all of these different species of animals. Well, that's going to happen. You can't. I'm sorry. That's just. You know, I don't know that they thought about it back then. I think this is going to be a hard color to match. But I'm listening to that. And I'm waiting for the next issue of Collage Magazine. That's another piece of that. That's part of that. This actually, no, not really. Not really. It's going to be a tough one to. Let's see if she can come in a little bit. Look at my. I don't know. That's not going to be an easy color to match. I don't think so. That's well, it's 9044. And that's like it's like a real pale. I'm just going to dump these here. Maybe. Let me see. I see a little bit of blue. No, I thought maybe. Well, maybe right there. Maybe right in there. Maybe. Oh, look, here's some more of this. Gosh. Look at that. And that's by R. Toledo. But that piece doesn't have, no, that's not there. Maybe there. All right, I'll leave that out there. Bazaar does, yes. Bazaar's really cheap. There are some deals out there. That's Bazaar's. I'm one of the ones I'm not getting, but I'll show you magazines that I just got. They're monthly magazines, and they all came in on about the same day or two. And the poor postman. Oh, that kind of matches. But these are the magazines I'm currently getting, and Architectural Digest. And they're not Bizarre, but Traveler. Now these magazines, they're like $10 a year. And see, I would cut something out like that. And see, look at the images in here. Oh, look at that. Ooh, where is that? So I get Travelers. Bon appetit. That's weird. She's coming up out of the water with cooked. In Town and Country. This has got nice. The paper's really nice. I haven't had a chance to go through these, but Bazaar's good. But look at this. I should harvest. Look at this. Look at the size of this. Can you see? Oops. Oops. But this is the fall issue of Vogue. So this is the fashion issue. And I have this for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I think I got it for $12 for 2 years. Bon Appetit was free. Remember, there used to be that deal where you could answer some questions about the environment, and then they would give you free magazines, but they no longer do that. See, Vogue is not great for images unless if you want to do just people. There's a lot of good, and it smells good. She would make a great paper paper doll, right? Because she's about the right size for paper doll. But mostly it's just it's models, so it's not great for images. Just per se, you might pull something like that out, but Bazaar's going to be a lot of models too. I like shoes. I mean, I don't wear fancy shoes, but I like, sometimes shoes are fun to cut out. Now that's some deep red, huh? I was hoping that maybe just lifting. Ooh. No, that's the Tiffany turquoise. That's their color. I think they own that color. That's the Tiffany. Ooh, let's see, what's that? No. Oh, look at that. No. I keep on thinking that this color is, yeah, look, not even close. Wow. Not even close. That is a weird color. Hi, lovely Malia. How is you? I'm just bullshitting, talking, and collaging, and yeah. So this is the latest issue of Vogue that weighs about. I felt sorry for the postman. It's a good thing that they drive around. They don't have to carry them in their back. Can you imagine? And of course, I don't take my mail out of my mailbox every day. Oh, Geo, that's good. And when it gets them, they have no qualms just shoving it in there and wrinkling it. But Bazaar is going to be like Vogue. I mean, it's going to be a lot of ladies. I mean, there's a joke between Mary Lou and I that we both had the same issue of Bazaar magazine, and Jane Fonda was on the cover of the magazine, of that particular issue of Vogue. And it was like every other, almost the whole issue was based for Jane Fonda. And so we couldn't find any pictures other than Jane Fonda pictures. So So I'm listening to, again, I was telling you, and that's my book. I'm not well, actually, I have a book that I am reading. And it's one of those books that I read a paragraph and fall asleep, and then you wake up, and then you end up reading that same paragraph again, and then you doze off. You know the scenario. And so it's real slow going, and it's a heavy book. It's called Citizen Soldiers, and it's very detailed about World War II and the Battle of the Bulge, and it's very well written. But the guy who, dang it, so actually these blues are not close at all. Not close at all. I think I might have to. No. I might have to put this aside and come back to it, because that's a really weird. Ooh, no. It's an odd blue, isn't it? Ooh, what do you think? I think that's it. It's right there. It's right there. Yeah. Where this came from, I don't have a clue. But I think that's gonna. I like that. It's right. I think that's close enough. Yeah. Now I want to add something like a little something that's really kind of makes no sense. Like, ooh, how about an eyeball? Here's looking at you. Yeah, I like that. But I don't want to put that there, because I might put that there. It's too bad that eye is not. I think I'll cut it out a little bit. Cut it out. I'll cut it out a little bit more. Yep, that's it though. Let me cut that off. I think that's as good as it's going to get. You get your Nat Geos at like yard sales and thrift shops. Is that correct, Malia? No, I remember back in the day, it would have been considered sacrosanct. It would have been this, to cut up a National Geographic magazine was like forbidden. That just wasn't done. And then people that subscribed to National Geographic just never threw them out. You go up into like maybe somebody's estate or something like that, and you go up into the attic, and there'd be, stacks and stacks of Nat Geos, hundreds at a time. Wow, usually 5 years worth at a time. Well, when people subscribe to Nat Geo, it was like a lifetime. People subscribe to them for their life. Yeah, yeah, boxes of them. Correct. And have you done the Cepasol? The chemical when you do the chemical reaction with that cleaning solution. I've done that, and I have a whole folder of the papers. And apparently, the newer National Geographics, the print, it doesn't work, and it's only like the pages in the middle of the magazine. And I think the new way they're printing the magazines, it doesn't. I don't think that process works anymore. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Or I'm just blowing smoke? No, have I dreamt this? That Cepasol, it's that citrus cleaning stuff that's really potent. And I think it only works on National Geographic magazines, but it's on pages that are in the middle of the magazine. It's not in the beginning or the end of the magazine where the ads are. They don't work. Citrusol. Thank you. Oh man, yeah, it is potent. Just hang on 1 second and I'll show you some of the pages. And I did these years ago, and I only did it once because it is whoa. And I can't imagine people cleaning with that. But I think that they they don't. They do clean with it, but they dilute it. I think you don't clean with it straight. Just had it out today. Just had them out today. And I don't want to. Let me see. And it's amazing. But it's like one of those, it's like dyeing, if you're going to dye stuff, right? Oh, please. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to waste things on you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Woo. I found him. Whoa. I found him. So that was a National Geographic page. Look at that. And it melts the ink. And I guess it was Shannon Green. And you kind of spread it in and then you close it up. But look at that. I mean, that's like there's no way of duplicating that. That's just a, I mean, aren't these beautiful? I might find that blue in here. Look at this. And this is like, ooh. You guys are going to think, stick that right here. Nope. But it's amazing, the chemical reaction. It kind of looks like coral. And here you can still see the background. There's a face here. You see the face? It's in the background. But it stinks to high heaven. Ooh, look at that. See, some of these are not that dramatic, but these are fishies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I only did it once, and I don't think I did it again, just because of the mess. And yeah, you definitely would want to do it outside. And I've got quite a few. I should use them, right? Hi, Carol. I should use them. It's silly, right? Not to use them. There's some more of those fishies. I like that. Ooh. That's, yeah, that might grab that, tear that little. I am. And then some are duds, like this. This is just a total dud. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that. Yep. I think that's it. I will stop there. I won't show you the rest of these because they are cool. Yeah. I should use them. Instead of sticking them in a folder and not using them, I should use them. Right? And of course, there's no date on these, but this was a while ago. I did these a while ago. And I remember, stinking up the house. Woo! Yeah. They should be used. They really need to be used instead of stuck in a folder. All right. So let's see. Oh, Lordy. Well, it's not that close. That's fair. No, I think this is closer. No, maybe right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll stick this with this. This is the problem with, doing this because, yeah. How many of you, has anybody seen Barbie? Malaya, have you seen Barbie with the girls? I guess you would be probably the most logical person in the group. Gail saw Legos, the Lego movie. I think the Barbie movie is going to be one of those things that it's going to be like very camp. It's going to be really cool to go and see Barbie with your friends. I think it's, I've heard, yes, you get your hazmat. Yep. Well, people use it to clean with, so I mean, I know they dilute it. Oh, wow. The girls haven't asked, so I'm thinking, well, wait. Why? Yeah. Yeah. Now, do your girls play with dolls? Oh, I bet it has. I never even thought about that. I bet. I bet. Barbie is premium right now. I guess some of the adult people have seen it have said it's pretty funny. You know, it's got that, again, that layering of humor on it. You know, there's humor for the kids, there's stuff for the kids, and then there's the subliminal adult innuendo that the kids don't get. I mean, to me, that's that's the hardest, how to write something like that when it's meant to be a kid movie, but there's stuff for the adults. Sesame Street was kind of like that. There was always stuff in there for the adults. See, oh yeah, they love their Barbies, and they haven't asked to see the movie. That is wild. Do they know there is a movie? Oh yeah, they love their Barbies. I told them to enjoy because I'm not spending $10 on doll. Oh my, yeah. I remember there was a magazine, and I'm sure it's still published, called Scientific America. It was a beautiful magazine. And they had a special edition for when Barbie turned 40. And on the cover of the magazine were 40 Barbies from the first to, so I don't know, Barbie's over 40, right? Well over 40. Because this magazine was a long time ago. Oh yeah, oh, good point. Yeah. When do they go back to school? It's got to be soon, right? Or are you in a community where they actually go back to school after Labor Day? We were talking about that earlier, that seems to be, no one goes back to school after Labor Day. That was it, right? The Wednesday after Labor Day, you go back to school. But you'd be in school a lot later. Because in New York, we went to school after Labor Day. However, we went to school through the end of June. Okay, next week they go back? Okay. Oh, that's funny. Sophia said, my daughter has gone a bit nuts since she discovered a Barbie merch. She had not realized there was so much. She's got a blanket, bucket, hat, hoop earrings, and sweater. Oh my gosh. See, now look for how good a match that is. That is a really good match. I'm happy with that. It took a while to find it, but that's a good match. Well, I'm happy. Happy. Don't really need that eye, but I always want to add something that is jarring. Like, like something that doesn't make sense. But the eye makes a little bit of sense because it's got a little bit of blue in it. Like that. No, I'll put the eye on. I probably would mess around and look for other stuff. All right, let's just stick the eye in. I got the idea to do this from the hi Janet Nash. Good evening to you. There is a collage artist by the name of Franzilla, I think I do believe her name is. And she's the one that I saw do the collage thing on the Pantone cards. And she actually mounted them on blocks of wood, and finished them off, and then sold them at an art show. And I think she sold can't speak, sold them for, and they were really, but she did a true collage. This is just, I'm gluing. I mean, what she did was really much more complicated with several different bits and pieces. And but I'm happy with that for $90.44. All righty, there you go. Woohoo! Oh, look at this color, $77.20. Are you ready? Whoa! Look at that. That reminds, you know what that reminds me of? It's not really, but kind of like British racing green. That's my favorite car color, is British racing green. Oh, look. Oh, excuse me. Take a looky here. Oh. See. That's it. That's it. Look at that. There it is, right there. There. And and this picture's been in several magazines. I mean, yeah, that does look like teal. I would say, yeah, I would call that tealish, I guess. Hanger from the top. What do you mean, like, oh, like this? Oh, I like that. Thank you, Becky. Oh, I think that's how she appears in the magazine ad. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Yeah. I don't want to cut her foot off, though. What? Whoops. Can you see? I've been really good tonight. I've been really staying in frame. At least I think I have. I could be. I don't know. Let's see. Upside down. Like this. I don't know. I don't want to. You mean hang her upside down and then angle her like. Let's see. I could do that. I don't want to lose her foot. That's my problem. How's that? That looks good. Oh, Angie's back? She's back. Yeah, I can do her like that, and I can cut that off. And then I don't lose her toe. I'm just going to cut a little bit of her hair. Let's see. From there. Okay. Let me just cut this little bit of hair here. Okay. And she's got a little bit of white around her cheek. And I just want to. I know I'm being a little ridiculous here, but it's going to. There's some white here on her butt. All right. Ooh. Almost need a magnifying glass. Speaking of, I did go to the eye doctor on Friday, wasn't I think? Yeah. And he's now saying I can go another 6 months before cataract surgery. And I know Nettie has had both of her eyes done. And how's that going, Nettie? I think you're okay, right? I guess the biggest thing with the cataract surgery is the drops. I think that's what we're going to do because I don't mind losing a little bit of her hair, but I don't know why. All right, that's it. Okay. Now, from what I understand, and Nettie, you can correct me if I'm wrong. It's my guy said it used to be you had to put 4 different types of eye drops in your eyes 4 times a day for a month. But now he said you only have to do eye drops twice a day for a month. I don't know. Is that correct? My son had cataract surgery, and he's kind of young to have cataract surgery. However, the guy that did it, and this is in Boston. He is a world-renowned ophthalmologist, and he has developed a procedure where it doesn't involve any drops, no drops, and it doesn't have really a name yet, but he's a neighbor of my son's. So Dave said to me, I know, you can fly up here and you can have it done up here. I said, that sounds like a great idea, except I don't think I think it will be a little bit of out of network from my insurance. He said, oh yeah, okay. Now let's see. Oh boy, this is not going to be. I think the best thing to do is. Oh no! I wanna. Thank you for being so patient. I think I don't mind cutting off a little bit of hair. There. You said you got used to it? Yeah. Every 8 hours? I have three times for a month. Okay. I know I'll have trouble with that, but I guess as you said, I tried contacts, and my grandson, that's what he's saying. He wants contacts, and I think he's too young. He's 12 years old. I don't think he could manage. I don't think he could manage contacts at 12. A guy, he can barely, he can barely remember to, get dressed in the morning, let alone. And I told him, I said, There's a lot of fussing with contacts. I know contacts have come a long way. I guess you can sleep with them, sleep in them, and they're disposable. I mean, I would pay for them for them. There. Perfect. Look at that. She is a perfect match for this card. I love her. I love her. And I managed to get her down. And thank you for that suggestion. All righty. Are you ready for the next? What are we doing on time? We're doing 3278. Now, I don't know what happened to this card. It got dinged up, and I don't know. We were talking about the color green today in P&M Studio, and they were talking about green, and it's hard to mix green, and it's a really interesting color, and to get a true green. And of course, there's all sorts of greens. My favorite is Hooker's green, and then there's sap green, and well, obviously the greens go on and on and on and on. Okay, yeah, but if you forget about them, you can leave them in too long, you can put a hole in the eye. Hey, Jilly. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. I am playing with my Pantone cards, who have basically become the official police. Look at that. There's. That's pretty. I mean, there's stripes. There's pieces of that. If I cut that in half, it's kind of. Can you see it right there? I mean, there are. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Oh, just got a pop-up ad from Factor. I can't watch you all when you've got what? I can't watch you all cut with a knife. With all your eyeballs. I'm going to say, wait a minute. I have no knife out. There's no knife here, Angie. Don't worry, no knife. Okay, that's okay. But then I'm going to need to add something. Something silly. Or, oh, look at this. Oh, no. This is I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to use part of this. Is this not a great picture? Look at this. Is that not adorable? I think it's a silkworm. That's part of that's going to get used. Yes, indeedy, it is. But now let's find something that we can use in that. I saw something here that was. See, that makes no sense, but I like it. I like it because it makes no sense. Especially this old guy. That's a possibility. Oh, look. Oh, look. Here's one of those geese. That would be funny, huh? Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Ooh. This guy could work because he's got a little bit of that green. Right? Look at that. That's a possibility. Let me hold that up for you so you can see. Yeah, I like that. I think I would have this off, cut off. I don't think I want it like, I like that. He could go like so. That's different. Yeah, that's a great green, isn't it? Huh? It's a green with no name. I think I'm going to stick that one down. I think I'm going to say done. And I think I'll leave that dude right there. I like, you know what I like to cut out also, and they're a real bitch to cut out, but I really love cutting them out, of chairs out of Architectural Digest. I like cutting it off, like this chair right here. Look at this chair. Let's see, guess what? Guess what? I think this guy is going to sit in this chair. I think he's going to sit in that chair. Yep. And this is going to go on here halfway. And I don't know. Do you want to? I think I'm going to put it like on an angle like so. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what's going to happen here. Do you think I should cut the... Hi, Candy. Oh, there's no late. You know that. There's no late. Do you think I should cut this gold rim off? Anybody? Or leave it on? I don't know. Cut it off or leave it on? Off or on? Just type in one word. Off or on? You like the rim? Yeah. Okay. On it is. On it is. On it is. Oh, there it is. Nettie said off. Okay. On. Two offs. Okay. And on and on and off and off. Okay. All righty. On. Okay. Candy decided it on. Okay. I'll leave it on. Stacy. Okay. Well, I appreciate people responding. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I'm going to put it at an angle like so. And I'll just bend that over. So. And then this dude is going to go right here. Can you imagine? This is a chair that I cut out of Architectural Digest. And that was someone had a chair like that. It was probably thousands of dollars. Whoops. Do. Oh boy. This is sticky. You want it to be sticky, but then you're afraid that it'll be so sticky that you'll end up tearing off a part. It's happened to me a few times. All right, let's stick this right here. I like doing this. I learned that from Shelley Crafting Mamas. She used to do that. And use the top of the glue thing to kind of, what is that word? Brownish? No. You know what? I want to sit in a flesh-colored shoe with arms. Yeah, I would be afraid that it would grab me. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts about putting this dude. I'm thinking just leave the chair. I mean, even though he kind of works. I guess I'll put him on. Or I guess he's going to. I guess he's not. He doesn't want to come off. I guess he's staying. Burnish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Just couldn't get that out. Burnish. All right. There you go. I guess he's going to stay. He's going. We could have the goose fly by. That would be funny. He could be swatting the goose. Get out of here, goose. No, I think I'll stick him in. Yes. Marginally less creepy. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Just a tad less creepy. Yeah. I'll just stick them down like so. I just can't believe it's Sunday already. And it's the beginning of another week. I am excited that I got Brit TV. I don't know which I'm going to watch tonight. I might watch me some Vera. I'm tempted to put that there, but I don't think I am. There. There you go. It's that easy. But it takes a while. You have to, it helps if you have a whole bunch of pictures. I mean, obviously that helps a lot. I've got a whole stash and stick that there. And another green. They do that, and then it'll be a whole bunch of greens, just like there was a whole bunch of pinks at the beginning. And I'm not a pink fan, and there were just tons of pink, very subtle pinks, very subtle. And let's see, let's see. That right there, that little piece right there. That might work. I'll cut, whoops. I was going to go look for my new magazines, go through them, find some. I have so many pictures. Oh my God. I was just going through some stuff today, and I don't do anything. I take it out, look at it, and I put everything back. And that's ridiculous. I could sort through it, I could just at least, put all the papers together, instead of just having them all over the place. And I want to make a journal, and I was looking at a paper bag journal, and Barbara of 49 Dragonflies was making these gorgeous paper bag planners out of the big paper bags, and she's made, they're gorgeous, and she's got 4 of them or 3 of them. Maybe 3 of them with 4 months. No, 4 of them with each one has 3 months in it. And they're gorgeous, and they're huge, and they're all crinkly, and they sound absolutely, the sound of them is just amazing. And most people would say, what are you talking about? The sound of them. Well, aren't those amazing, Janet? You know what I'm talking about. They're just amazing. Whoops. Ooh, I almost cut that off, and that would have been the green. Damn. I think that kind of works, doesn't it? Okay. And I subscribe to that. Is it digital collage college? She talk about a perfectionist. Oh my gosh, she is. See, look at that. That is so perfect. All right, that was easy. It seems like it's getting easier. Um, she is. Oh my gosh, talk about a perfectionist. I love her. And stuff that those paper bag journals are just amazing. And I was thinking if I wanted to make a journal out of a composition. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're there coloring. That's a good thing to be doing. Coloring along. Yeah, that's a good. I'm not a colorer. I admire people that do color. I mean, Dee Dee is, the colorer, the colorer. When I first discovered Dee Dee, I went out and bought a lot of coloring books. I tried. I'm kind of into urban sketching, but not inside urban sketching, I guess. And I was talking with Carol, maybe someone else too in that conversation, but you could use Google Earth. Can you imagine using Google Earth? Yeah, thumbs up would be great. Thank you. Can you imagine using Google Earth to do your urban sketching? I mean, you could literally hone in on, say, a pub in Ireland, or, and it'd be like you're sitting there. And yeah, that was fun. And never have to leave. I mean, it would be neat. I mean, obviously in Florida, you don't want to go sit outside in 95-degree weather. Your watercolors would melt. But now look how great that. Look at that. That was so easy. Ah, I know. What do you think? This guy could be flying across. Honk, honk. I think I'm gonna just. You can't really see, but I think maybe. Oh, Barbara. Let's see, Barbara. What? 28 new? I have the no, I have the other pen. I have the oh wow. I've got the set of 72 Inktense pencils. And you have the I didn't realize you have the Inktense blocks like in a little travel set. That's pretty cool. I might stick him there. I'm gonna leave him there. I'm not gonna glue him down. I'm just gonna because I think he kind of looks like he might be flying north. What I saw was that you pack your own. What do you pack your own set? You didn't even make your own set. I bought their graphite. What do you call it? The graphite pencils, and I don't know what to do with them. Didn't they come out with some jumbo-sized blocks? I don't know. I have the big pencils, but they're Lyra. They're made by Leica, and they're like they're big. Let's see. I can't put my hands on them. They're like charcoal, but they're like 6B, and they're really huge, and they're water soluble. What I want to buy, and I don't need, oh my God, I do not need it, is I want to buy the Kertaki Nouveau Riche, not Nouveau Riche, oh my God, Art Nouveau watercolor set. Amazon now finally has it in stock. And Blick, I signed up with Blick basically saying that when they had it in stock, just to ship it to me. Hi, Mariah. And so, but Amazon's got it. Well, actually, it'll be shipping this week. I have it in this week. Oh, Inktense XL. Are they? Oh, are they the big Inktense blocks that you would use like watercolor blocks? Yeah, use the graph to shade and for darker tones. Yes. Yep. But I have those too. I'm just not adept at using them that well. Okay. Oh. Morning Mist. Now, that's an interesting color. Is it green? Is it light green? Is it blue? Is it mist? I don't know. I don't know what I found in the middle of all of this. Huh. Could have used her earlier. Oh, actually, there's some green coming down. See, there's mist, but it doesn't match that. So I'm going to have to stick that over here. Let's see. Boy, I tell you what, that's an interesting color. Wow. I don't know. Actually, we were so lucky. We grabbed some, we got like 3 in a row that really just were right here. That is such a gentle pastel. I guess that's a pastel, right? Wouldn't that constitute a pastel? It's one of, yeah, takes on colors around it. That's perfect. I could almost put anything down. Like, no, not him, but, oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see. Picture above and the number 9 to the right. Picture above. Picture above. I don't know. Picture above and the number 9 to the right. Don't see that, Becky. Or just. There's some, right there's a little bit of it right there. I found that color in the Target Kids Made Modern Paints. Oh, wow. This is not bad. It's kind of like a darker version, but I think there's like, I mean, it's hard to see, but like right in here and in here, right? Like right there. And no. And there's something here, I'm sure. I mean, I could use this because there's like right there. You know, I could use this, especially right in here, right in here. That would work. The windows under the horse. This. Whoops. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about? This is you're not talking about this is you're not referring to this, are you? This is my let's see. Under the horse. No, that's a yeah. I was thinking of punching circles out of it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I've got various different size punches. I've got, big, little, so I can do a whole bunch of different sizes. But I just looked at the clock and it's the bewitching hour. So I'm going to have to say goodbye. But man, thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon and giving me, interacting with the art. So this is what we got done. I haven't glued that down. I got this one done, and well, we got a couple done. We got this one done, and we got this one done, and we got this one done, and we got that one done. We got 5 done. It's not that bad. I mean, this takes some time, but that's what I got. Have a great week, everybody. And if you can't be good, be careful. Bye.